Hey guys, it's your boy Rod from DBZSHFIGS.com, and just wanted to remind you that I'm on the road to 500 subscribers. Once I reach that milestone, I'll be giving away one of these Tamashii Nations store exclusive Son Goku Innocent Challengers. So if you haven't subscribed, why not? You could even be the one to take this one home. 7 things I hope Tamashii Nations improves on in 2025 for the Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts line. So we're going to jump right into the first one. Please don't overflood the release calendar with Daima figures. So, I know there are Daima fans out there. I know that to be a fact, but out of the 14 figures that have already been announced for 2025, 8 of them are Daima figures. And for me, someone that's has not particularly formed a connection with the Daima series yet, it's a little exaggerated to have, what is that, like 60% of the figures be Daima figures, especially since they haven't really gone the extra mile to make us, the fans of S.H.Figuarts, be happy with the figures, like with Super Saiyan Mini Goku, not including Power Pole accessories, not including Power Pole hands, that the regular Goku included, yet is the same price as the regular Goku. So it included less pieces for the same price on something that could have just been, an add-on to the original figure. The original figure could have come with a Super Saiyan head. And then I think I speak for a lot of people. We would have been really happy with that at the $35 price point. So just going back to the point, I think there's way more Dragon Ball Z fans. There's way more Dragon Ball Super fans. There might even be way more Dragon Ball GT fans. And I know there's definitely a lot more of the OG Dragon Ball fans that we're all waiting for new figures, So I think now that they're trying to end the Namek saga, we're probably going to get someone like Nails, just to finish that off. Maybe even like a Dende right now that they're doing small figures. So I really hope they hit those Dragon Ball Z figures and then move on to like the Android saga, the Cell saga, Let's get new Android 18, Android 17, Android 16, a new Perfect Cell, a new Imperfect Cell, So I just really hope that they don't keep announcing Daima figures. I think 8 is enough for the year, since usually they release about 20 to 24 figures in a given year. So already having 8 announced, that takes away like 1/3 of the slots. But anyways, we're going to move on to the next one. Number 2, please don't continue the DLC releases. So this is an issue that I've had and an issue that a lot of people have. We just don't really enjoy like what they did with specifically Gohan from Superhero, where you have to literally buy every single figure released for that movie in order to get a complete Gohan. I would much rather have paid like $60, $70, $80 for a Gohan that included all those pieces, like the glasses phase, the Super Saiyan head, the cape, stuff like that. That stuff that should have been with the figure. I'd rather pay, that Gohan is like $35. I'd rather pay $35 more, get everything, instead of having to buy characters that, I may not particularly want, I know there's people that didn't really care for like the Gammas or like specifically the Pan figure that was $50 for like a small figure, but people just wanted it for that extra Gohan head. So I'd rather just pay the extra $35 on regular Gohan and just have everything included, right? And then it seems like they're doing that with the Mini Goku from Daima, since the King Goma is going to come with extra Power Pole accessories for Goku. So I just really hope they don't include extra Goku accessories with all the upcoming Daima releases. I just feel like I know what they do it, they're a company. So like, it's kind of like if you've ever been into like Marvel Legends, they do like Build-A-Figures where each figure comes with like a leg or an arm or a head. And then if you collect all the figures in the given line, you get like an extra figure. So that incentivizes you to buy every single figure in the line. So I get from a business perspective why that's a good idea, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel burned out having to spend so much money, because at the end of the day, Marvel Legends back then were like $20. These figures, the cheapest it's going to be is 35, but like with the superhero Gohan, a lot of those were like premium Bandai releases where they started at like $50, $60. So it's a lot of money at the end of the day. And something I feel Tamashii Nations sometimes forget, that these figures are already expensive, you know? But anyways, we're going to move on to number 3. Please make it easier to see upcoming reissues. So I know that Tamashii Nations, specifically the Japanese website, has like a small calendar you could see with like upcoming reissues, but I feel like the average person doesn't have access to that. And I feel like people first coming into the line to start collecting, there's really like a lack of information out there. I wish there was like a website that Tamashii Nations had where it was very easy to see the upcoming calendar. If they could do it for like the whole year, that'd be amazing, because then you could just see which figures are getting reissues when. That way you don't have to pay resale right now, and then the figure gets reissued a month later, and then you're like, oh, damn, I really just paid $10, $20 above what I could have paid a month later, you know? So I just wish they had like a website or like a part of a website where you could see all the upcoming reissues. You know, I think that would just make everyone's life easier, in my opinion. Then we're going to move on to number 4. And this one is, please improve the price to plastic ratio. So if you follow my channel, you know one of my grading criteria in my reviews is price to plastic, which basically means how much plastic do you get for the price that you pay. So this one kind of piggybacks on earlier points that I made specifically for 2025, because it has a lot of Daima figures. And based on what they did with King Goma, that they're selling him for $75. A small figure, $75. And they're justifying it with including extra powerful pieces for Mini Goku. But at the end of the day, I feel like these are starting to become really, really bad value. You know, for me, my breaking point with the Daima figures was Vegeta Mini Daima, which the figure itself is nice. It's really nice. But if you go look at the review that I made, go look at the clamshell. That's a sad clamshell right there. I like 50% of it, there was nothing on it. It was just plastic, you know? So I feel like if they're going to keep releasing these Daima figures, they need to add stuff in. There's no reason that Vegeta Daima couldn't come with a Super Saiyan head and like 1 or 2 Super Saiyan faceplates. To me, $35 is justified at that point, because you're basically getting 2 figures in one. But knowing Tamashii Nations, they're going to release a Super Saiyan Mini Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2 Mini Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3 Mini Vegeta, you know, just to get as much money as they can from us. And then I also have on here the healing chamber. That one, I mean, nobody has a physical piece of that, but to me, I just hope that it's worth the price, because that one was pretty expensive from what I remember. I know a lot of people opted to not get it because I think it was like $100 after tax and shipping, you know, so that's a lot for just a little piece, you know. But yeah, I just hope they really improve it. That way I could give better ratings, because right now with these Daima figures, I know they're going to be pretty low. And then we're going to move on to number 5, which is, please release popular characters that are not in the line yet. So this also piggybacks on an earlier point that I made, and to me, it's still crazy that in the year 2025, for a line that has been going since 2009, we still don't have a Goten character, we still don't have a Kid Trunks, we still don't have a Videl, we still don't have a Devura, we still don't have a future Gohan. And to me, the most offensive one is that we still don't have a second form or imperfect cell, because how many Friezas have they done already, you know? it's crazy to me that we still don't have this one, or even like a Kid Buu. I know there was what people call third party Kid Buu, and that one looks really nice. But it's crazy to me that we still, after what 16 years, don't have a Kid Buu. I feel like these are kind of essential characters that they haven't tackled yet. So for 2025, I hope they tackle a lot of these. You know, if they included these 6 right here that I'm showing on the screen, for me, I'd be really happy with the year. I would buy each and every one of these, no doubt about it. So yeah, I mean, if there's any characters that you want to see in the line yet that have not been released, leave them in the comments below. I'm interested to find out who everybody thinks should be released. But yeah, number 6, please release new exciting products. So although the healing chamber was very expensive, I really like the idea of making more kind of diorama sets. You know, I feel like Tamashii Nations can make a killing if they release their own diorama sets. Like, for example, here we have like Goku fighting Frieza, right? I don't know who made this, but if Tamashii Nations made their own, like imagine a Namek exploding scene where you could use your Goku and your full power Frieza. Imagine a time chamber diorama where you could have your Super Buu fighting Gotenks. Imagine, you know, like what else? I forgot what the city's called, but the South City or West City where you could have Dr. Gero fighting Jamsha. You know, I feel like there's so many like places in Dragon Ball that they could make dioramas from, and they could sell these for, honestly, based on what they're selling in like the healing chamber, I just hope they don't sell them too extremely expensive. But there's just so much money to be made there, in my opinion, and I would really appreciate it for my displays and stuff. And then also on here I have like the instant transmission Kamehameha effect pieces. I think those are really cool. I think they add on to your figures so much, especially when you post them up in a diorama. You know, I feel like they should release more of those. And if they can, I think alongside each premium Bandai release, you know, keep them the same the way they are. Include what they usually include, but they could add on like a small pack of extra faces that are not critical to have. Like, I don't want them to be like DLC where you need to buy them in order to complete your figure. But if they could add on extra faces that we don't normally get, that are not necessary, you know, but if you have extra money and you really like the character and you want the extra faces, you could pay for that. You could buy like a little kit of 3 extra faces for that figure. That, I mean, like I said, please don't make them critical faces. Like, make them, you know, like a random happy face or like something like that, that only real fans of the character would want, because they want like to add on to their figure, you know? I feel like that would be really cool. Or, I know they're not going to do this, but, you know, if you release like a base form Goku, then release a pack of Super Saiyan hair and then like 3 extra faces, Super Saiyan blue hair and extra faces, Super Saiyan red hair and extra faces. Like, make those packs instead of figures. But, you know, I think they've accustomed us to like expect to buy different figures for the different forms, so I don't think they would do that, you know. But yeah, I mean, just have a little more creativity with the releases that you have. I know I would appreciate it. I know a lot of people would appreciate it. So hopefully they go into that direction. And then last but not least, please do re-release polls more often. So I don't know about you, but I'm really having fun with the re-release poll that they had in 2024. I think it's a really cool idea. I think it's great for fans that are new to the series, that don't want to pay you know, $200-$300 for these figures that they unfortunately missed out on because they weren't collecting back then, you know. And it's not like you're overflooding the market with these old figures, because I mean, only one figure is gonna win. And if they do this, which I hope, every year, I mean, it's only one figure. You know, it's not like all your figures are going to lose value. If they care about that, you know? But I just think it's really cool. I think it's something that they should do every single year. It's something that we would all look forward to, I think, especially since it's so competitive to which figure would win. A lot of people want Final Form Cooler. A lot of people want Broly from Dragon Ball Z. A lot of people want the Ginyu Force because they're so darn expensive. Me personally, I wanted the Great Saiyaman. I know he's probably not going to win, so that's why I'm hoping they do this every year so I get another chance. But anyways, that's going to be it for me. 7 things that I want Tamashii Nations to improve on in 2025. If you have any other things that you would like to add on to the list, please comment down below. Please don't forget to subscribe so that we reach 500 subscribers and you may be the one to take down the Tamashii Nation store exclusive Son Goku Innocent Challenger. But yeah, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.